Buddha's aura was so strong, people could sense it when he was miles away. His aura was so strong. So when the fear is gone, we can do a lot of things. Fear is what stops us. And we stopped with the chakras at the Agna chakra and the crown chakras where we receive all the blessings. An atheist will ask proof. A believer will believe. Of course, both of us do lead their lives on their own terms. That doesn't mean atheists cannot live. They do. They do not depend on God or anything like that, but they still do their own thing.
Whether the healing is required at the mind level or at the body, emotions, or probably soul, how do you decide looking at the prospect?
If they want it, they will seek it. If they don't want it, they might be skeptical, they might be commenting on it, judging it, they might be shaming it. That's up to them. We don't even have to worry about what we are eating. Whatever we eat, if we eat with awareness, we eat lesser and what the body can metabolize and ingest.
They say healing happens when awareness replaces reaction. What is healing then? What is awareness that we are lacking? When it comes to healing, we often hear about different modalities like NLP, Theta healing, regression therapy, Reiki, shamanic healing, crystals. What part of it is science? What is symbolism? And why is that there are people who are still skeptics when it comes to these modalities? I think today's episode is going to help us dive deep into such topics, because here we have experts who have given a piece of their life exploring these modalities, practicing it for multiple years. It is indeed an honor to, of course, welcome one and only Dr. Deepa Rani Shekar, who's coming here on Just Curious India for the second time, exploring these modalities like Theta healing, you being a Reiki grandmaster yourself, NLP trainer, regression therapist, and of course a psychological counselor. Having sailed through multiple profiles, people's lives, circumstances, distresses and whatnot. So ma'am, firstly, welcome to Just Curious India.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
Divoham Rashmi. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I could always be better.
Absolutely.
So this time I already see a change. I think all the healers, all the humans are like, how, metaphorically like trees and plants.
All of us are, we keep evolving.
Exactly, we evolve, we grow. That's the only sign of us being alive, right?
Yes.
So this time I already see Divoham, which is an added word through which we are exchanging greetings. So firstly, what is Divoham? Why Divoham?
Yeah, earlier I used to say either namaste or hello, hi, and Divoham is a Sanskrit word which I'm energizing. Every time I say it and you say it with me or to me, it kind of connects us. The connect, it can be telepathic, it can be connect over. So when something is happening in the community, see, I call my community TLP community, Transform Life Programs community, to all those seekers who have sought Transform Life Programs for whatever. So when they connect on this scale, something happening to them, there is a tick in my head or in my aura, and I feel that, and even in their dreams sometimes they say, we found an answer. So especially when they get connected deeply, they don't even have to call me over a mobile, they just call me in their head and say, this is a problem. Things shift for them. This is what people have said from past few years. It didn't start day one, over the years. So
firstly, of course, entering into the world of energies and modalities, it's a notion in itself.
Yes.
And it again depends on the curiosity of the seeker, and what part of it is just, lazy skepticism or genuine curiosity there.
Yes.
So for probably beginners, I think I would like to start from there. Let's say a 15-year-old watching us right now. Can we start from the very foundation? Because all of these are healing modalities, right?
Sure, yeah.
Firstly, what is healing, ma'am? Really?
See, I'll start with what is healing. And you said there are some people just skim through whatever. Even reading is like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just read for curiosity. You read to find something. Our own messages, we go through multiple times if we are seeking a serious answer.
Mm-hmm.
if we want a solution. So, what is the purpose we are seeking something, healing or counseling? Like you said, is it lazy curiosity?
Hmm.
We have so much time, we don't know what to do. Or skepticism. How can I prove this person wrong?
Hmm.
What is the proof for this? Often people ask me, can you prove it? I said, I don't need to prove it. If you want, you seek the truth. You seek the proof.
How to seek the truth?
They have to experience it. The taste of a pudding is in its eating,
Not in just seeing and passing
not in just
comments.
seeing and it might look too good, but when you eat, it might not have the flavors. It might not be baked to perfection. Lot of things, right? It might look good. So I say you have to taste it. You have to go take a deep dive.
How should skeptics seek truth? Like by experiencing, sure.
By experiencing
How?
and just keeping an open mind. If you want to resist, it's again up to them. There's nothing like you have to check it out. You want, you check. If you don't want, just let it be.
It's like when you're hungry, you'll go eat for
Yeah.
it.
See, for example, an atheist will ask proof. A believer will believe. Of course, both of us do lead their lives on their own terms. That doesn't mean atheists cannot live. They do. They do
So
not depend on
basically,
God or anything like that, but they still do their own thing. Right? That doesn't mean they are wrong. Just that they have a different opinion of
so
the
you're saying
supreme.
don't come with an identity and then start
See,
looking at
in
it.
fact, there was a person who went to Bruce Lee and asked, can you take me as your disciple? He said, okay, on what basis? He said, I've learned this, I've learned that XYZ things. Then Bruce Lee gave him a kettle and said, a kettle can hold 4 to 6 cups of whatever fluid is in it. And a cup is a cup. So he gave him a cup and said, start pouring tea into this. Don't stop until I tell you. The person starts pouring tea and it comes to the brim. He wants to stop, but he remembers. And Bruce Lee is like, no, you're not stopping. So he pours and it overflows and overflows. Then he says, tea is wasted. So he says, see, if you come as a full cup, whatever I give you is overflowing. It gets wasted.
Unlearn.
Come back as an empty cup. Only then you can take something. It depends on why you're coming, what you want to take. See, if there is a serious issue and you're seeking a solution, you or anybody for that matter will take it so seriously and they will check it out. And depends on what we are seeking. There is no answer in the medical fraternity. Okay, we are doing this as a last resort. So they're desperate. Okay, sometimes, okay, just for fun. Sometimes we check out fortune telling for fun. It's a hit out or a get out. It might be, it might not be. And it depends on what we are seeking.
Right. So either you can come with a cup filled with judgments, preconceived notions,
Yes.
or at times even problems can be the source of or the
Yes,
trigger,
yes.
or it can just be an open mind to explore
Yes,
what it is.
yes.
All right. So now,
Yeah,
thanks.
I still haven't answered the question you
Yes,
asked.
the first one.
15-year-old. See,
What
for
is
a
healing?
15-year-old, if they're looking, let's say exams, for a 15-year-old, concentration and studying is boring. For a 15-year-old, concentration is a big thing. I cannot focus. There are too many distractions and social media. Yeah, but then we are living in they are Gen Z kids. We cannot tell them no social media. You can regulate it, but we cannot completely cut them off. So they have to sail with the time. So what is one simple thing we can do to get focus back is they can check it out and it's simple, harmless. 15 rupees you buy a sketch pen set, the small one. Okay. Just a single dot on the cuticle, not on the nail, on the cuticle of the index finger will help them with their concentration and focus. Anybody can check this out.
So
In
the
a week,
index finger,
index finger, the cuticle,
what color?
light blue, and sketch pen, not a marker. Why sketch pen? Because it is closest to earth colors. Marker has stronger chemicals. So when we use that, usually they get their focus back. Because to make them meditate is not easy. It takes time to get there. This is very simple. They don't have to do anything. Just keep a dot, but there should be light going through that. Night we put a dot and sleep in the dark doesn't work. So this is called light therapy, color therapy. So it starts working. When they see some change, they will. And every one of us seeks something at some point in time until we get there, until the need. See, we don't appreciate food or the aroma of food until we are hungry. On a full stomach, if we see a platter of food, it's nauseating actually. It's it kind of makes us uncomfortable. When we are hungry, we eat anything given to
Right.
us. Same way, if they want it, they will seek it. If they don't want it, they might be skeptical, they might be commenting on it, judging it, they might be shaming it. That's up to them.
So, firstly, what is healing?
Yeah, that's the question you asked me next. So healing is about, see, now we in healing we don't look at symptoms alone. Okay, in most modalities, symptoms are given the highlight.
Hmm.
Okay, so the roots are still there. The root of the problem is still there. Diagnosis is based on symptoms. And body is the focus of treatment. When you say healing, we healers never use the word cure. Because cure is about the body alone, the physical plane alone. So is the body alone Rashmi or Deepa? No. The body, the mind, the emotions, and the soul together is a person, the whole. See, without the body, the soul has no identity in this plane, the physical plane. Without the soul, the body has no identity.
So, to a
Together
15-year old, sorry to
Yeah,
again
sure.
put a sub question, how do you help them understand the idea of soul?
Right now, we'll stick to the mind. 15-year-old will know the mind, the emotions. They'll be in an emotional turmoil because of all the hormones. So, simple thing is, we cannot directly control the mind. It's intangible. The hand, the nose, the ear is all tangible.
Hmm.
The heart also, but then though it is inside, you can see a heart when it's in a surgery, when the surgeon puts it out, or in a video we can see it, but the mind we cannot see it. So how do we control the mind? Through our breath.
Meaning?
So when we are tensed, we usually take breaths in gasps. When we are angry, we take shallow breaths in gasps. We don't even realize it. If people who do yoga will relate to this, the teacher will be telling at every asana, breathe, breathe. They'll be reminding us to breathe, because without our knowledge, we'll be holding the breath. And yoga is not about body positions. It's about bringing the body and mind into an alignment in that asana. That's the next level of going into yogic practice. I mean, yogasana, not yogic practice, yogasana. So when for a teenager, of course they have a lot of upheavals emotionally and mentally. Whenever you are in anger, confusion, take a very deep breath and exhale completely. That itself calms them down. And they are irritated and jumpy at everything that is told to them, because they are in that adolescence, neither adults nor children. They can neither identify there or here, and they are not willing to accept that. They want to behave like adults, but still their hormones are not allowing them to completely mature into adults. So the simple thing is, a deep breath will calm them. So the mind and the emotions also slowly, and in fact in all of the meditations and the Indian ways, the pranayam, the deep breath and focus on the breath. When we control the breath, we can control the mind. That is the first step for a teenager.
So, you control the breath, you control the mind. So, now for a teenager, again, healing, how do we connect and make them understand the very concept of healing to them?
So it's not, everything is not what we just see. There is something beyond. There is a presence. There is something supreme. If they want to believe, if they see, for a brief period of life, when I was a teenager, from what you're saying, maybe a little later, maybe in my 16th, 17th, 18th year or so, for a couple of years, I believed I was an atheist. I'm not sure whether I was or I was not, but I believed I'm an atheist. And again, like I told you, it's not wrong, just that we have different ideologies as an atheist, as a believer. So healing is about healing all the layers of us, the body, the mind, the emotions, and the soul. So when we heal only one, the rest is just like that. When the body is healed, the mind is still not taken care of.
So, now if healing is trying to fix on the body level, mind, emotions, and soul, who needs healing?
Everybody, some point of time we need. Maybe at certain phases of our life we don't need, But we all go through ups and downs. Unless we have a smooth life from our birth till from womb to tomb, if our life is very smooth, fantastic. But if everything is smooth, we won't even be taking our birth on earth.
Meaning?
We have a purpose, we have lessons to learn. That's why we are here. And how do we learn our lessons? Through ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So that is when healing is needed. And if not everything, meditation, calmness is required for anybody and everybody. In fact, I feel school should have a subject. When we were kids, we had the moral science class. But
Stories.
often was taken away by the science and maths teacher. That's a different story. But now many schools don't accommodate it. May not be all, but many schools have done away with the moral science syllabus. So like that, healing should be a part of school curriculum. Healing should be a part of hospital, like physiotherapy and pharma is in a hospital complex. Healing should be a part of it, but then it is not, because there are vested interests, there are a lot of things. Healing will do away with so many other things.
So now that we've understood healing, and generally, so healing, whether the healing is required at the mind level or at the body, emotions, or probably soul, how do you decide looking at the
See,
prospect?
when a healer looks at a person, if the healer is seasoned, the healer will know. See, when a person walks into my healing center, looking at or even when they call, even if I don't take the call, I know this person has this issue. They will come for the hand pain, but they have a deep trauma inside. Even before meeting them, I kind of know. And just looking at them, I can read their aura and I can see which chakra is not in balance.
Oh, yeah.
But to show them, I use a pendulum, douse it and show them which chakra is not in balance. Then we balance, if it is not balanced, sometimes it will be blocked, we unblock it, balance it, and then show them. Once it is done, we show them. So that is a visual thing we can do for a person. So we just do it and don't show them. Everybody wants a proof, right? How did it happen? So we tell them, open your eyes and you can see. Earlier it was this way, now it has changed. And
so the dowsing is a pendulum that you
yes.
hold, and then you hold it and automatically
Yes,
clockwise
it's
and
clockwise and anti-clockwise is what
anti-clockwise.
we do. And we usually use a bowl of crystal salt to take whatever negative was in the chakra. And then we also show, when in the beginning the pendulum goes clockwise over the salt and then anti-clockwise.
So if the chakra is functioning well, it should go in clockwise
And
or
not just
anti?
clockwise. When it is open but still not very active, the dimension of the circle is small and the speed is small. Sometimes it goes this big.
Oh.
So not all chakras can be blocked for a person. A person cannot be alive with all 7 chakras blocked. There will be sometimes 3 chakras blocked, 4 chakras blocked. For a person whose throat chakra is blocked, they cannot speak up for themselves. They cannot stand up for themselves. And the result of it in the body level is thyroid or throat issues all the time, throat infections and things, because they have something which they cannot bring it out.
So for general understanding now, for people to get a hang of the idea of chakras and to test it for themselves, can we do some experiment wherein people watching this at home, so, I don't know, wherever they're listening to us from, can they do a test of understanding their own chakras to see what is
Yes,
open,
they can
what is
use
not?
a pendulum and do it on their own. Or they can, sometimes when we do it, we have a doubt. They can ask a family member to do it for them.
Example?
See, always take a pendulum, hold it still. Your hands, the person's hand should be still and the pendulum is still, and take it over the chakra. It starts rotating.
Where do I take it? Like,
Start
how do I
from
know
the
where
root
chakras are?
chakra. Root chakra is at the tip of the spine. And the chakras on both sides of the body. And the sacral chakra is the lower abdomen. And the navel is the navel center or the Manipuraka chakra.
Solar plexus.
Solar plexus. And then the heart, Anahata. And then the throat, Vishuddhi. Yes, Agna chakra, the third eye, brow center. And the crown. So they can check all the chakras and then start balancing it by using crystals. Or if the person is a Reiki person, they can use their hands to channelize it. If not anything, just a salt water bath also gives them a kind of balancing and unblocking. If they can't do any of this, simple thing is put add crystal salt to a bucket of water, 3 fists full, just give it a stir, and then have a salt water bath. And some people ask me, will it create gray hair? I don't think so, because every other day, for some reason or the other, I have a salt water bath and I still don't dye my hair. So I don't think it gives grey hair.
Radha by Rapid Rashmi. It's my very own sari brand, born from stories, culture, and the love we all share for the timeless drapes. Sari handpicked with care, every color chosen with emotion, every collection is crafted for women who wants credibility, affordability, and absolute uniqueness. But salt, of course, it's an ancient practice. People
Yes.
take it out, use it for nazar, all of it.
It
So,
does. It does.
what's the latest findings in terms of science supporting it and all of that? Do you
See,
do you all explore?
salt absorbs a lot of energies. Salt is very absorptive. It absorbs energies. So not just bath,
Bad.
even to balance vastu, salt in an open glass bowl or a porcelain bowl balances the energies of the room. And yes, nazar, like you said, the evil eye, when salt is taken and rotated clockwise, anti-clockwise, it kind of clears the person's auric field.
What is an auric field? For
Auric field is the energy that we emit around ourselves. There is a light which is not visible to the naked eye. If the aura is weak, the light is also weak. See, if I have to tell you, Buddha's aura was so strong. People could sense it when he was miles away. His aura was so strong. To tell, like you said, like a teenager or a layman, when some people walk in, they brighten the whole room. When some people walk in, they bring a positive vibe with them. The whole room feels lit up. Everybody feels good. And when the person leaves, the energy sometimes is balanced for some time and they start missing that person. It's a yummy space when that person is around. The same thing, we have energy vampires, those who suck energy. The minute they come and go, you feel tired.
Oh, too many things to be explored now.
Yes.
Firstly, if I have to talk about aura, how do I ensure that my aura is always in a good place? As in, it's well strengthened.
See, simple thing is salt water bath again. Or if you're in the, like you have been doing the Sire Sante, hundreds of thousands of people come and visit the sale.
The sari exhibition.
And everybody wants to get a glimpse of you, shake hands with you, take a selfie with you. And everybody is like, oh my God, I'm standing next to Rapid Rashmi. Oh my God, how did I get so lucky? So they are kind of taking your energy. They are kind of tapping into your energy. Not really meaning bad, but then they are taking your energy because they admire you so much. And if you are in the limelight as a public figure, you cannot say no. So immediately after, have a salt water bath. It will give you energy. It will cleanse you of any energy leaks wherever they are still latched on to you. See, sometimes they are still thinking of you. They are in so much awe of having met you, having shaken hands with you, having had a selfie with you. Maybe that's their dream. So they are so much thinking of you. They are kind of tapping into your mind space and you're not able to sleep peacefully. There is a kind of disturbed sleep. That's called, and they're not doing it out of spite or any malice. They're just doing it. They don't know. So they are kind of still having your energy on them. They are still sucking your energy. So you have a salt water bath. It clears all catchings that are, all entitlements that are pulling your energy away.
So is that called cutting cord?
Cutting cords is different. This is just cleansing all hooks, energy hooks away from you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll come to cord cutting as well. And the next one is, if you still feel drained, have a bowl of salt by your bedside or under your cot. If it's possible to sneak a bowl of salt under your cot, fantastic. Sometimes if it's a box type, you cannot do that. Have it as close as possible, an open bowl of salt. It keeps energizing the aura of yours or whoever is in the room. And that also cleanses a lot of things.
How do I know on the days when my aura is not strong?
You will feel drained.
That's it.
You will feel drained. And sometimes we have different responses. Sometimes depends on which auras, which place of the body the aura is leaking. See, to explain in simple terms, the root chakra, the Mooladhara, vibrates with red color. Okay, the Swadhisthana or the sacral chakra, the lower abdomen, vibrates with orange color. The navel center or Manipuraka vibrates with yellow. And Anahata or the heart center vibrates with green and a tinge of pink. And the fifth chakra, that is Vishuddhi or throat chakra, vibrates with blue, sky blue. And the brow center or Agna chakra vibrates with deep blue, indigo. The crown, violet is top.
Oh, okay.
The crown center or the Sahasrara vibrates with violet. Okay, so these chakras are emitting this color. We can't see it though, and they form an energetic shield around us. From the chakra, it is forming a shield, and we are covered in that light. People have been for ages wanting to sell me an aura scanner. I tell, please, no, it's not about the money or the cost. When I can see it with my eyes, I don't want an aura scanner. It is like, okay, tell me, dear Rashmi, before the mobile phones came, how many phone numbers did we remember? At least 20, 30?
Absolutely.
But now, except mine, I can't remember much.
Like the theory goes, you don't use it, you lose it.
Yes. We don't calculate much these days. Hey, anyway, calculator is there. We don't learn words. Hey, Google is there.
We don't think
We don't
AI
think.
is there, ChatGPT
Yeah,
is there.
earlier we used to have a dictionary. We used to refer to it so frequently, the atlas. Today, all that is a missing element because everything the Google gives. I'm not saying it's good or bad. That's not what I'm saying. So we didn't use it, so we don't remember most of it.
So likewise,
So likewise, if I use a aura scanner, my ability to read the aura goes off.
so now a real test for people.
Yes.
Just going to turn everything for them so that, wanting to experiment, they
Yes.
can try.
So
So if I have to, read your aura, how should I start? Like, read my own, can I?
see, initially you don't read, just feel what is, the person themselves. If they feel physically drained, I don't feel like doing anything today. I just don't want to get up. I just want to sleep. There's so much work, but I'm overwhelmed. I can't do it. I'm so tired. That is the Mooladhara is drained. That part of the energy is missing to complete the aura. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, and then the Swadhisthana, which is the emotional field. I feel emotionally drained. I'm not able to empathize. I'm not able to respond to any emotion. Somebody is saying they lost a friend or a relative or somebody. I'm not able to respond. I'm numb. I feel numb. Somebody is saying they're getting engaged or married. I'm not able to be happy. Not that I'm jealous or anything. I'm just not able to respond because my emotions are at rock bottom. So the second chakra is blocked and it's not completing the layer of the aura. The third one, it's about power. You cannot claim your own power if this chakra is weak. And this is the chakra again which connects to the karmic issues. Okay. And to connect to people far and wide. Suppose a Reiki healer is doing distance healing, they have to connect through this chakra. The third chakra, solar plexus. So if this chakra is weak, though you're in a powerful position, somewhere we feel powerless.
Meaning,
I feel, though I'm doing good, somewhere I'm lacking something. A
Not
sense of lack,
happy.
not happening, not happy. And I tell people, but they do it, but I don't feel the power. And I cannot really stand up for myself. I feel powerless. I feel intimidated. So that is the third chakra.
Okay.
And then the heart chakra. Okay, the first three are called lower chakras, and then the next four are called higher chakras. So from here starts spirituality and truth. We say, no, promise I didn't say. Automatically the hand goes. And we say, no, you touch your heart and tell me you didn't do it. And they say usually when they do it, people can't.
It's a
Heart
common
chakra.
practice that people say, in the bottom of my heart.
And then, when we put our hand on the heart, when we take an oath, a pledge, we say. So, truth begins. And spirituality begins from the heart. Love, unconditional love. That's why a tinge of pink, the color of love. And throat. If the throat chakra is blocked, we cannot speak for ourselves. We want to say something, but we feel tongue-tied. I wanted to say, but I couldn't say. After the event is over, after the person is gone, we have so many ideas. But what's the point? And the third eye, it's intuitive. Intuitive and all the wisdom. When we say wisdom, knowledge is a compilation of data.
Okay.
Most of the education we talk about, the degrees we get, is compilation of data. A storehouse. Whereas wisdom, Mahagnana as it is called, is something which is by birth, a talent. Skill is we can acquire. Talent. For example, your throat chakra is definitely open and wide and powerful. Otherwise, you cannot talk extempore like this. Your speech is magnetic. That's where people hold on to every word, hang on to every word you say. For a person whose throat chakra is blocked, they might have ideas but they cannot speak. So same way, for a person whose third eye is open, they acquire a lot of gyan, mahagyan.
Coming from?
Coming from any quarters of the world. See, for example, I might pay a fees and learn dancing or music or something else. But the great singers like Lata Mangeshkar ji, SPB ji, whether they learn or not, it comes to them naturally. Like Bismillah Khan, until he was there, his Shehnai woke Vishwanatha in Kashi. So from where did he learn? What did he learn? But it came to him so naturally. So that is Mahagyan.
Where is it coming from again?
It's coming from the Creator himself. They're born with that. The yogis, from whom do they learn? They themselves are so learned. From whom do they learn?
So is it that what is within has just
it's showing up. It's showing up. If it's a talent talent is inborn. Skill is what we acquire through practice and database and things. For example, if it is this wisdom, Mahagyan, even without a teacher, people will be doing wonders.
Is it?
And you will feel that you have known it for years. You just start, but then you feel you have been doing it for years. And you feel you've always known it.
And what part of this is now connected to past life? I mean, is this how people believe in past life?
People believe in past life for various reasons. Sometimes they see a reflection of a person who died in the family. He's never met his grandfather, but he sleeps just like him. He wrinkles his nose just like him. And when we say something, he just looks at us with his brows knotted just like his grandfather. So they read that. One, it might be true, or they are finding solace in filling the missing person in the child. Or could be really the person is reborn.
But what's the truth?
Truth can be many. I don't know whether I can say it on the show or not. There are children who say things which we cannot relate to. Like, can you believe that a 3.5-year-old child living in a different place keeps talking about Africa and says, I'm a hunter, an old man from Africa.
You've met her?
Yeah. And the child says, these places are there in Africa. How will a 3.5, 4-year-old child know all those places? When we Google it, those places are there while we don't know those places. The child says there's a turtle, there's this, there's that. And all that is really there. There's another child who says, I have to go to a place where there is a temple and my house was there across the Kalyani, the water body. It's all there. How does the child who's 4, 5 years old know? They still have their past life memories.
So these are circumstances where there is proof that
most of us remember part of our past lives until we start talking clearly. And as children, when we talk something, it is dismissed by our elders as gibberish.
Because we still remember.
We still remember. And if we are encouraged, maybe we would have remembered it for a longer time. But we are told, don't talk rubbish, just stop it. And eventually we let go of that because this world starts getting interesting for us. So all of us do, a child 3 months, 4 months laughing, looking somewhere, smiling. They are seeing glimpses of their past life.
So all the kids, babies till the
They
age
do.
of,
And then as they grow into this world, they slowly disconnect from that world. But some of them do carry it for a longer time
so till what age can a baby
until they
see?
start talking words which make sense.
Like 2.5, 3, depends
Three,
from
three.
case to case.
It depends from one because each child talks at a different phase, right? So, and if they are encouraged and acknowledged, they can remember it for a longer time.
What does science has to say about these things?
See, science demands proof. See, one kid I saw had a mark on her head. She was about 8 when I saw her again, maybe 7, 8 years ago. She has a mark, birthmark. There's no hair in that region. It's like one small isosceles triangle. I'm sure that is the past life mark from axe or something hitting her on the head, and the death happened from that. Otherwise, how it's like a wound where a knife or something, when there is a deep cut, the hair follicles are lost on the head, and when there are stitches on the scalp, there's no hair growth, right? Exactly that kind of a wound she has. There's hair all around, just that area is not there. But I cannot randomly tell people until they ask me for it. They came for a different purpose, so I cannot bring this up. They might believe and as far as it is harmless, it's okay. Sometimes answers for what we are going through now lies in the past life,
Meaning,
meaning karmic residues.
how to find proof and acceptance? I mean,
Regression is one way.
what is regression?
Regression is you go on your in a deep meditative state, you are guided to go into your past life. You're regressing your memories. Your subconscious remembers everything. See, to tell you an example, and this individually it takes a little while and not everybody can comfortably go. But I run a program called Holistic to Solistic. It's a 2-day program. As they journey through the 2 days, by the time they come to the second half of the second day, most of them go into regression, a group regression, and then in pairs they will regress each other.
Like, can you walk us through what happens in those days, like in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, we take them through areas where they are dropping their resistance little by little. Like,
How do you do that?
there are a lot of exercises we take them through. We make them look deep into themselves through various meditations, and what actually catches their memory. There might be claustrophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they were walled in some lifetime. They were walled in and killed, the live samadhis, as a punishment. So now they are even scared of lifts. Even 14 floors they go up and down. They can't take the lift because they feel claustrophobic. It could be stemming from a past life thing. Once in regression we clear that memory, they are good to go. Fear of heights.
So all the phobias are
Most
they
of it,
100% past life
not
related?
100%, but most of it, mostly yes. Or it could be a childhood memory. They had a fall from a building when they were a child and survived it, so they have fear of heights.
So either past life or
Hydrophobia, they drowned, so they have a fear. So past life or childhood, it can be either.
one of it for sure.
One of it for sure. That's how the phobias come. And when we clear, see, if I can tell you about this person, she was a neighbor of mine, and I used to go swimming. She would say, I want to learn swimming. Can you teach me? I would say yes. And swimming, they say, is a 21-day course usually in the swim centers. And I would say yes. And every day she had some reason or the other. One day she would wake up late. Another day she had fever. Another day she was tired. She had a project, something. Then I said, the day you're ready, you tell me. I knew it's something else. It's not her. She had hydrophobia. She had fear of what? Aquaphobia. Okay. So she couldn't get into the water. When I cleared it in a class where she was being drowned and that fear was released from her, The very next day, she came with me to the swimming pool. Believe it or not, in half an hour, I taught her the basics, and 40 minutes, because 40 minutes is what I am into water, and then I'm out. So the 40 minutes was what I taught her, and she continued by herself till the end of the month. It was a month subscription. So she continued, and she can still swim well. That fear is gone, and the basic techniques are taught, and she's on her own. Not the 21-day course. And I'm not a trainer. The basics she was on. So when the fear is gone, we can do a lot of things. Fear is what stops us.
True that.
And we stop with the chakras at the Agna chakra, and the crown chakras where we receive all the blessings. Okay, all divine blessings. That's why blessings, people place their hand on the head when you touch somebody's feet. And to wrap it up, instead of wondering what color for which, everybody knows rainbow colors. VIBGYOR, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Simple.
Oh, wow.
That's all.
So rainbow and your chakras are all connected.
Yes. Sapta Sagar, Sapta Swara, Sapta Varna, Sapta Chakra, everything is 7.
Saptarshi.
Sapta Rishi. So.
Beautiful. I think these modalities are so deep, so engaging.
Yes.
I think it's a bottomless pit.
True. Bottomless pit is the right word.
So now, ma'am, since you handle so many modalities, in one line, who should take regression?
Those who have issues where they feel they have gone to a place, or they just feel hatred for a person, or somebody is always torturing them for no reason. They're always throwing slack at them, mud at them, flinging mud at them, saying nasty things. Why? What have I done to them? Sometimes we feel, what have I done to you? Why are you so cross at me all the time? So they have a past life connect where they tormented them, and it's coming back to them. When they clear it there, it gets cleared here. If I can give you a couple of examples, there was this person who had very bad skin issues. Loads of medications and dozens of doctors over the years hadn't helped her. All forms, homeopathy, Ayurveda, allopathy, these very strong medications, everything was done. And she was caught in a troubled marriage. The husband was not willing to give her divorce, because for him she was an object of torture. He was not willing to let go of his wife, whom he loved torturing. And she did come for few healings, but then I knew somewhere it's not connecting. And then I said, let's do a regression. In the regression, I'm not going into the details of the regression. In the regression, what came up was she, for some reason in one of her lifetimes, she had killed herself by immolating herself, set fire to herself. So she also had asthma. The flames, the skin issues, it's the cellular memory which is still continuing.
Damn.
And the asthma, the lungs are choked because of the fire. And this man was her lover in the past lifetime, who had tortured her then, who was torturing her now. So when we resolved that, the divorce went smooth.
Resolved how?
When we, in the regression, understanding what is wrong itself is healing. Awareness itself is healing.
That's what we started.
So when she understood that, forgave him for whatever, and in that lifetime closed that chapter. Asked for forgiveness, closed it in that lifetime, in the regression session. The divorce went smooth, and her skin issues, which had not healed for decades, healed miraculously in weeks. And the asthma was also gone.
So subconsciously you have to heal.
Yes, the subconscious actually remembers everything, and it journeys through the lifetimes.
So one, we understood with the multiple examples you gave about how the kid remembers a lot of things.
Yes.
To this example. So the soul, whatever it remembers,
it is
that
eternal,
is translated.
Right? It is eternal, right? It remembers everything. But the logical mind silences the soul, the subconscious.
And the soul's pain, trauma, everything
gets
translated to the body.
Until we heal it there, then and there, it translates, it gets transferred to this lifetime, this body. And how we do it, if you are born with that awareness, you will seek a healer, you will seek somebody and start clearing everything. Set your bank balance right, karmic bank balance.
So, for beginners to understand, if somebody wants to come and approach you all for regression, what happens and how long is a session?
Basically, we don't do it for newcomers at all, because I believe, that's my personal opinion, until you build a rapport, it's difficult to go into a regression.
Rapport meaning?
Rapport meaning, you understand the healer as a person, you build a conversation, you get to that comfort zone. Trust. And it's not easy for me to give them a message in that state and say you're going to transfer whatever is yours to me. They are still in charge. They still choose what they want to communicate or not. So, but the unsaid part or the ununderstood part, where they don't understand or wrongly understand, is we can manipulate them and do whatever. No, that doesn't happen. So some people are scared what we might say, and some people have the fear what we are left hanging in that some other world and we don't come back. All that doesn't happen. So when they come for other few sessions, the smaller ones, like a chakra balancing or just a talk session, and when they feel comfortable is when it happens easily. And in a class it happens no matter what, irrespective of a carpenter drilling next door, vehicle honking, because the energy of the whole group is one huge energy ball. So it happens very easily. So I usually tell them, instead of taking a session, take this class. It will sort a lot of other things for you.
Which class again?
Holistic to Solistic, where regression is part of an exercise, and very easily they slip into regression in this class. Individually, sometimes they can't go in because they feel scared, they feel what next, they don't know what, because we have journeyed for a day and a half. We have done it step by step on what happens, what is life after death, what happens in another lifetime, how we take those energies. We have had the theory, so the practical becomes easy.
Oh, that is holistic to solistic.
Yes, it's mainly about regression, past life, the karmic patterns.
So who takes this course? Somebody who's curious or who's having some issue?
Who's curious is one thing, who has issues tied to their past lives,
for which they're looking for an answer.
where they're looking for an answer.
So generally, regression, like can it happen in a random place like this? Can I just ask you like, okay, take me to my past life?
See, if you are ready to go deep into your subconscious and do it, it can happen anywhere. But then noises sometimes pull people back where they are in a very deep state. So I would prefer it in a quiet place.
So
And
what's the craziest?
usually we don't allow the attender to sit when the regression is on. Other healing we do, but regression we don't allow, because their mind chatter, mental chatter will sometimes impact this person in going into the deep state. So they wait outside while this person goes on the journey, and I usually record it on their own phone and give it to them, because sometimes they may not remember what it is. So even for me to tell them this is what you said, we record it on their own mobile and give it to them, so they can listen to it and understand, and I give my suggestions then and there.
What are the kind of questions you ask in regression? Like
See,
first 10, 15 questions, you have a template?
no, there's no template. Depends on what issue they're looking at. Each person has a different issue, right?
Like generally, if you can quote an example, what do
So
people...
usually we say the opening line will be, we take them there, and then the opening line is, go to that lifetime which has an unresolved issue, which is causing problems here. Or if we know the issue, let's say somebody is childless, they are seeking to have a child, fertility issues. If I have doctors say there's nothing actually wrong, the husband and wife, they are fit, there's nothing medically they can do, but they don't know why they're not having a child. So I ask, what is the reason for you not being able to conceive? Go back to that lifetime where this began.
And
So
what do you see the answer coming from the
they
other
will
side?
tell me. They will tell me. I don't have to see. So there was one case where the person had taken a pledge that another person who was also in the class, you will be my daughter for 7 lifetimes, or you will be my husband for 7 lifetimes. So if that person has not finished his past lifetime, they cannot get married. all prospects are open. That person who was meant to be the child is still doing the previous lifetime.
Oh my God.
See,
So,
like this person
oh.
dies at 50. Okay, that son or daughter was 25. This
Got it.
person died at 50 and took a rebirth, and that person is still doing the lifetime, and that person, let's say, lives up to 90. So by then this person's fertility period is gone, fertility window is gone. So we have to pull them out of that oath, pledge, vow that they had with that soul.
Like Shapat and all of that.
Yeah, and then you can still have a child, and if possible, whenever that will happen. So that's where regression helps. So the question will be based on that. From which lifetime did you begin this problem? Where did it start?
What's like the craziest episode you've seen, like the most surprising or a shocking regression therapy session?
One is where there was a child who was a Down syndrome baby with a lot of issues, and she had come to complete her karmic issues.
Meaning?
Whatever karma she had with this set of parents, and she knew by coming here they will seek out, and the children know how to come to which parent they choose, provided they have that much of good karma in their account to choose. See, we have bad karma and we want to choose a rich life. It's not going to happen, because we should have the balance, right? Everybody likes to fly business class, but we should have that much money to spend, right?
Buy the ticket, okay?
Yes.
So likewise, karma.
Karma, yes,
house
the
I'm
bank
born
balance of karma. So this child was born, and I worked for quite some time with this child. And then the karma had to be cleared, and at that time, I knew like 15% of what I know today. Almost a decade before a decade. I knew maybe 15-20% of what I know today. But one thing is, I never give up. I will knock on all doors and do whatever I can to see what I can deliver to that parents who are seeking out a release to the child. She was suffering a lot in pain. Not much of lifespan left, but then she's suffering every day. How do you keep her like that for a long time? And then at that time, whomsoever I approached for help, they had problems in their own lives. At that time, the problem came up. So I was on my own. Any mentors, anybody who could help me, they would say, I will help you. But somebody's wife got hospitalized, somebody had a heart attack. So it was like I'm on my own. And even I had problems which hit me at that time, personal problems but I had to focus. And then that day when we invoked energies and asked for a clearance, I've never seen a diya or a candle burn like that. The flame was going up and down in a very different way. And I also gave them certain temples to go, certain, charity to be done to feed certain people and do things. Once all that was over, peacefully the child left. Very calmly, she went into another state of being. She transitioned very smoothly. So until then, whatever was to be done was done.
Transitioned into another being.
She passed away. So the soul transitions from this reality to another. So that was one of my most challenging regression. So yeah, and I have felt, oh my God, this person might have a heart attack because they died of a heart issue or a cardiac arrest in some lifetime. For that moment, they'll feel they're having one now.
Oh.
And sometimes, if I have to tell you, a person had a physical pain.
During the regression session?
No, he had it. Because of that, he reached out. It was a very severe pain. And or MRI scan, everything done, nothing wrong. Biopsies done, nothing wrong. Medically, they're not able to point it. But there's a numb, dull pain all the time bothering him.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, when we did a regression, in one of his lifetimes, he was a war chieftain. There was a spear which entered that point of his body, killing him. So that cellular memory was still carried by him, the trauma of that death. So he literally felt that pain on that regression table. So it is the onus is on the healer to immediately handle it and balance it for them, because they're in too much pain. That should not impact them now. To smoothen it out for them, to heal them there and take them forward. to reach what they have to heal and bring them back. So the person needs a lot of objective commitment. We cannot get subjective, definitely not. And the strength to be there no matter what and bring them back.
So, again, we answered who should take regression and
Those who have issues which they have from the past lifetime, either they will know, or when they come, when they talk about their issues, we will know. And we suggest some people take, some people don't take. See, it's like when you go to a restaurant, he might say we have the best pizzas, but you might say I hate pizzas, so give me fried rice. So they, just because they have best fried pizza, they cannot say we'll give you only this. Maybe there's fried rice is a little substandard because it's an Italian restaurant, but still it doesn't stop us from eating what we want, right? So they will still choose what they want. The other modalities also will help them, but the root cause will still be there.
So now you do multiple modalities, right?
Yes.
Theta healing, Reiki, NLP, regression, crystal, lots.
Yeah.
So it's you who suggests what they need, or they come to experiment?
Sometimes people come with a fixed mind that I want this. I tell them this takes 10 minutes and it doesn't have to include something which is perishable. Okay, but for you this suits better. This will take 40 minutes and I'm also giving you something with that. But still they say, no, I want this. Then I say, okay, because when they come with a fixed mind, there's no point in telling them. Some people say, you suggest. And I also suggest them, these are the modalities available which will help you. You can choose one. Sometimes they say, no, you only tell. So it depends on the individual.
First of all, what is theta healing now in one sentence?
Theta healing is a state of consciousness. The brain waves are in a certain pattern.
Alpha,
theta, beta, gamma, delta. So the slower the brain waves are, that much of awareness the person is, that is the meditative state. Okay. Gamma rays are 30 to 100 hertz. The brain waves will be in 30 to 100 hertz. See, when an athlete is running, he cannot be meditating. He has to be focusing on the running. So his heart rate is high. His brain is in a high motion, in a state of being in motion. Okay, so it's at a rapid rate. And the next is beta, 13 to 30. When we are speaking,
13
to 30.
That's it.
30, yeah. Okay. Alpha is 8 to 12. Guided meditations. That's when miracles happen, manifestations happen. Guided meditations. 8 to 12. Theta is 4 to 7 hertz.
Even better than alpha?
Yes. So in theta, there are a lot of things people see in their visions. They manifest a lot of stuff happen. Okay. And in theta healing, generations of issues, DNA issues can be cleared. Generations of DNA issues, 7 generations above, 7 generations of below. See, for example, in a family, let's say cancer runs in the genes, or heart issue, congenital heart issue, or kidney, something runs in a defective gene. And they don't know where it started. Maybe the 5th generation above, the great-great-great-grandfather had it. It didn't show in 3 generations, but then showed up in somebody next. So we heal 7 generations past and 7 generations below for whatever issues they have.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So that clears a lot of stuff for people.
So alpha, theta, beta, gamma,
and last is delta. 0.5 to 3 hertz. So this is the yogic state.
Even better than...
Yeah, they are sitting quiet and focused for days and weeks and
this is a tapasya state?
Yes, tapas state. See, in fact, when people meditate, they eat lesser food and sleep lesser because they're in that yogic state. People who meditate, they sleep lesser. Doctors, sometimes they sleep lesser because their work is also nothing less of meditative. When a surgeon is cutting in, it's very minute work. They are focusing. They are very aware. So they sleep lesser. Anybody who's committed in what they do, they sleep lesser, they eat lesser, they get their energy in pockets from very small things.
Beautiful.
When they eat with awareness, they eat lesser. When we chew and eat and when we focus on the food, lesser quantity of food gives us more nutrients. We are on to social media or watching TV and talking.
We're distracted.
We are distracted. We eat more than what is necessary for the body.
So awareness.
That is when food turns into cholesterol or toxins in the body.
Wow.
See, when we eat for need, the body is healthy. When we eat for greed, that's it. All kinds of diseases start attacking.
I think this pretty much applies for every walk of life.
Every walk of
Be it
life.
money, be it
anything. Money, be it work. If we don't rest our body will just crash. The pit stop in a Grand Prix, they have to stop for a pit stop to refill or change the tire or whatever. If they say, no, we will do the ride just like that, it's going to give way. Same thing with our body. The pit stop.
Need and greed.
Pause and then.
So what are the pit stops that one should look at keeping the spiritual lens on? Or the awareness lens on?
So one is eat with awareness. When you're eating, focus on the food. We will actually eat lesser and be healthy. We don't even have to worry about what we are eating. Whatever we eat, if we eat with awareness, we eat lesser and what the body can metabolize and ingest. Just because we keep putting food into the body is going to crash or crack. It could be cholesterol, it could be something else which shows up. When we eat it with awareness, the body stays very healthy. This applies to even let's not waste food and eating more food. By not wanting to waste food, we are actually wasting our body. Many of us say, I don't like to waste food. But have you asked your body whether the food can be taken in?
You dump it.
We dump it. And then the body will dump us one fine day. Okay.
Thank you for giving us a fundamental understanding as to what theta healing comprises of, before which the basic index of the brain and the waves.
Yes. And using that, we can heal the past, we can look into the future, we can heal lot of undertones of triggers that are there and issues that we are facing.
Like explain, for example, what is theta healing now? Now we understood the different waves and the hertz. We have a lot of sound tracks, music tracks and all connecting with that.
Yes. So the healer goes on the theta journey in a session. Okay, the healer goes on the theta journey and the healer will start digging with questions.
Like example?
What does a mic mean to you? Obviously, it should mean pleasure because you've had fun with the mic. Right? For someone who has a fear, mic might feel fear. Maybe just like that, casually in a group, they might talk. When you give them the mic and say talk, they might not be able to talk.
Like, how do you do the healing? Should I close my eyes?
No. When we do the theta healing, we will. By asking questions, we reach at the point, what is the trigger point for them to get into that space of fear or self-doubt or doubt or shaming or wherever. And then we clear that bubble out for them.
So this is theta healing.
This is theta healing. And also give them a new download of a new belief. Suppose somebody is told you're good for nothing. Whatever they do, they'll not get appreciation. They do a lot of work. They do the best work, but they don't get appreciation. No, I do the project, everything, but then somebody else takes credit. Even when I give, sometimes at that time somebody is busy and they don't acknowledge me. That's because they have the fear of being in the limelight. So when we pull out that fear of being in the limelight and give them a new belief, it's okay to be in the limelight, then they start getting accolades for their work.
So in theta healing, how long is a session? How do you do it?
First is we ask what issue they want to be resolved. And then explain the process to them. And then sit with them. And the healer goes to the theta state and starts questioning them. At one point, the healer will feel this is the reason. This is the reason for their illness.
How do you go to the theta state?
Meditation, theta meditation. And then that whatever is stuck in them is pulled meditatively, that issue is pulled out of them. That is, see, for example, fear of water might be because they drowned sometime. So that fear, that is over, it's long past done. You don't have to fear that. And then give them a new download that it's okay to be in the water. Or somebody is scared of love because they have the fear of abandonment. They were abandoned as a child, they were abandoned some place, and they're so scared. They self-sabotage all relationships. So tell them it's okay, that's over. Now you are aware, now you are stronger emotionally. You can handle it. You can go for it. So then they will settle down and have a beautiful relationship and go ahead.
So this is
Theta healing.
theta in one sentence.
Yes. We pull and release the beliefs which are holding us stuck in a particular place. In a single line, if I have to say, we pull and release the beliefs that are holding us stuck, not allowing us to move forward, and give new downloads to make the journey smooth.
Like give them new
Like
affirmations.
eliminate the virus, give them a smooth new belief that it's okay to be in a relationship. It's beautiful. It's
Why
nurturing.
is that normally when we are talking, if you tell that to me, I won't accept.
Because your conscious mind will say, what is she telling? You are also believing. No.
So suppose
And again, logical mind will not give me the right answer also, because we don't want to be projected as vulnerable. We'll give the beautiful, nicely frilled, nice, decorated form to people when we are in the conscious state.
So how do you know in the theta healing
Because,
state
see,
they're
anything
lying
when
or
we
not?
ask a question and they answer within 5 seconds, it comes from the subconscious. Conscious mind didn't have the time to mediate and manipulate. So we don't give them time, we rapid fire questions. And then whatever comes, it's the healer's ability to find the meaning and heal it for them. It's a muscle we build. Like one day you go to the gym, you cannot dissolve a muscle or build a muscle. Over time, you build the muscle. So same way.
Amazing.
And the class also can be taken by people who would like to learn theta healing.
Oh, you even coach them?
Yes.
Like
It's a 2-day class where we teach them how to go about it and how to get there, how to use their energy to go to that theta state. And most people do attain that state in the end of 2 days.
beautiful. So healing the mind, body, emotions, or energy, soul, different modalities comes
Yes.
to play. So what is your typical answer when somebody questions your expertise and then says, oh, this is all fake?
I tell them, suit yourself. See, when they come with a set mind to say it's fake, there's no way I can convince them. All that I say is, it's your choice. You want to come, you come. If you have faith and belief, it will work. Otherwise, you just take it as an experience and you can go. And I don't have to prove, because there's nothing that can be proved. And until sometimes even with proof, people resist it. Like Galileo was executed for saying the sun doesn't go around the earth goes around the sun. And saying the earth is not flat, it is round. So he was executed saying that you're speaking blasphemy.
Today it is the
It's the
accepted,
truth. So it took
science
some
has
years
come
for people to really understand that.
and accept it.
Accept it. So it might not happen today, but then tomorrow it might. And if it doesn't happen, it's still fine.
Now questions on crisscrossing modalities.
Yeah.
Now we spoke about theta healing. What is NLP and how different is it from theta
NLP
healing?
is Neuro-Linguistic Program. We have this nervous programming which we follow.
What is that?
See, for example, right-handed and left-handed people. Right? Right-handers, we use our right hand to write, to brush our teeth. So it's a program that has gone deep within us. So in NLP, usually we say, let's change the program. For one day, you see if you can button your clothes with your left hand and brush. So in fact, they say the men's clothes are buttoning on the other side, the women's clothes are, the buttons are on the other side. Because in the olden times, men used to be helped by the woman to button their shirts. So the way it is buttoned, but the woman used to button it for themselves. So the shirt is designed differently for men and women, the button side. So that's the neuro-linguistic program.
Oh, for a woman, the shirt ka button
Yes,
is
for the men,
this.
it's the other side.
Oh.
We haven't even noticed it, right? So that's because it's easy to button it from the other side. So that's how it was designed. So there are many such things. As we evolve into different periods of time, things also change. Things also change. So also when we are taking things one step at a time, lot of things will keep changing. And whether we prove it to others, whether we do, and each issue, for example, Theta healing helped me a lot while I used to do healing for dengue fever. The
How?
platelets, that can be done via distance also. We can do it through a blood relative of the person, because DNA healing we do. The person is COVID positive and we cannot reach the person, get hold of a blood relative and do it through that person.
Explain DNA healing, please.
Genetically they are connected, right? So by healing the genes of this person, it can be transferred to that, the healing can be passed on. Okay, so dengue healing I have done, dengue, mainly the fever and the platelets keep dropping. Okay, and it first thing is it stops dropping when Theta healing is done. One healing, it stops dropping, and then it keeps doubling. Within 2-3 days, they reach 96 or whatever, above 90, the platelet count, 90,000, and then they are discharged. And the other benefit is they don't feel tired and joint pain and things like people who went through only the medical procedure. And during COVID, this helped me a lot, because COVID, even though somebody is sick, we couldn't meet our own relatives, right? So this helped me in helping a lot of people. Pulling them out of the claws of death is what I can say.
Oh.
So that's Theta healing.
So NLP and
NLP is Neuro-Linguistic Program,
You spoke
and
about
it's more of a self journey. And counselors use it a lot to see what programming the child has got, either to be aggressive or to be very docile. So they work with Neuro-Linguistic
so kids
Programming.
actually get this program as youngsters. I mean, during the journey of life.
Any age. It's mainly the person who's an NLP master sees what is the issue and accordingly will phase out what is to be done.
So who needs NLP?
Anybody who wants a change in life, anybody who wants a breakthrough. See, I do everything, but I'm not able to cross over this one threshold. I come till there, but then it's not happening. Let's say an actor, a struggling actor, very talented, everything is there. They call, but then in the nth minute they'll say next movie probably. So it's not about his talent or anything. His own fear of whatever. What if I become very famous? Maybe I will not be honest to my family. So that has to be broken for him to really hit big time stardom.
So fear. People who
Fear
and hold
or doubt,
themselves
what
back.
if I fail? To break through psychosomatic symptoms.
So walk me through a session of NLP. What happens?
Exactly, psychosomatic symptoms are broken. Psychosomatic symptom is, let's say I got, I didn't, simply I'm telling, 90 as a score in my 10th standard. Then with the same glory, I believed that I will get the same score in my PU, plus 2. But then eventually I understand this is a different ball game. 10th standard was different. This I cannot do the rote learning. It's not working. That method is not working. But everybody believes that I will get 90 or above. But I know I cannot, because that was different and I applied the same thing. It's not working. The programming, my neuro-linguistic programming didn't change. It didn't work for the 12th. So psychosomatic symptom is, on the day of the exam, I'll have headache or stomachache or fever or something. I might pass, but then I'll say, but for that fever, I would have scored well. This happens over and over again. In an NLP session, what is the fear about? It's okay if you score less. You don't have to create a discomfort in the body. And then walk through with counseling sessions, and with NLP, EFT can be clubbed beautifully.
What's that? EFT?
Emotional freedom technique, where we tap on majorly 13 points, the nerve endings where we hold the emotions. And when that is tapped, yes. And there are players who are at the stands. They will be doing it not discreetly like a session does. Doing this, their coach will have told that to get over the stress that they are going through. It's not easy to go there and win. There is a lot of pressure, but we see it as, oh my God, he did it, he didn't do it. We judge very easily. So to get out of the tension, they'll just be doing this. So there are 13 points. And while we say whatever is bothering us within, when we keep saying and tapping, our system releases that fear or worry or pain or trauma or whatever.
Last time we spoke about this.
Yes, we did speak about it a bit.
Kannada podcast. Yep.
Yeah, students, 15-year-olds, before the exam, they do the tapping. They can score much better than the study part is there. Again, we are not discounting that. Disclaimer: you don't study, just do the tapping and go. No, just use the switch words and go. No, do everything. Your fear is taken care of, and you remember answers easily. That part helps you. And again, we can club batch flower beautifully with EFT.
What's batch
Batch flower is flower essence, which is distilled and put in a bottle. When we blend it, there are basically 38 remedies, which was channeled and founded by Dr. Edward Batch in London.
Who's Edward Batch?
He is the founder of batch flower therapy. So we carry forward his legacy. So we can blend it in different millions of combinations, and it works through the emotions, settling things for people.
Like batch flower can be used for what all? Like 38 remedies you
38 remedies mainly for fear, and there are types of fear.
What are the types of fear?
Exam fear, stage fear, fear of the dark, fear of the unknown. See, for the fear of the known, like stage fear and all, is known fear. Fear of the dark, being alone, those are unknown fears. It's different. The remedies are different. And at one point, for one person, we can give it only 7 remedies in a combination. For someone who's going through grief, they've lost a near or dear one. Grief. The person knows that they are moving towards they are terminally ill and moving towards their end. So give them batch flower remedy to deal with their emotions. Okay, so before exams, we give it to students. Before surgery, I have given it to the doctors as well as patients. Okay, so a lot of places, they are okay to go through the procedure because that fear part is taken off. And when there is a change, somebody has shifted house or city, there's a change. They've lost someone dear, there is a change. Lifestyle has changed. They've had a baby, lifestyle has changed. The baby starts calling shots. No more the parents are in control. When they sleep, when they wake up, the baby decides, right? So that's a change. That's a major change. So at that time, when somebody is very tired, at that time.
You gave me.
Yes. So when there's too much happening, everything is happening as per plan, but still it is overwhelming to see so many things happening simultaneously. That overwhelming feeling for someone who's hanging on to the past, someone who can't make a choice. Again, immediate choice, day-to-day choice. Do I wear this sari or that sari? Do I cook this or that? Those are all everyday choices. Life-changing choices. Do I give up my academic career and come here as a healer? Do I quit my job as an RJ and start an entrepreneurial journey? Those are all life-changing choices. What I wear today, whether I go for coffee or not, whether I have tea or coffee, those are all everyday things. So each one has a different thing, and 7 remedies talking to the person. What is prime important? Somebody is over possessive, that is their problem. Somebody is very angry, very judgmental, that's their problem. Somebody is super righteous, that's their problem. When we resolve that emotionally, their life settles in a different way, in a beautiful way.
So it's a liquid.
Yes, a flower essence put in a bottle.
Taken how many times a day?
4 times a day. And we give it in a bottle, 30 ml bottle. It lasts for about 25 to 28 days.
And what are the side effects? Are there any?
No side effects at all. It's not addictive. And we give it to newborn babies, postpartum women, before a pregnant woman, so it's never caused any issues. And sometimes we take it because we see life in its raw slice.
Meaning?
Sometimes people's stories are quite disturbing, the sorrow that they have. Bottom line, we are also human, right?
Affected.
It bothers us, so we take it too sometimes when somebody's deep grief hits us. So we take it too, so it elevates our spirit. And see, for the next client I can't be crying. There is deep sorrow because of the loss this client gave me her story, but the next client is happy about finding her love or having become pregnant or something, so I have to switch. So I take 5 minutes, meditate, have a shot of batch flower and move. So it's quick and easy.
How much is the liquid?
30 ml we give, and it comes in different combinations. It can be for sleep, people who have disturbed sleep. We give along with the main ingredient, one bottle for sleep. For palpitations, anxiety, exam, just before going to an exam, just before an interview. See, teenagers, all this helps. They don't have to put their head, but it helps. And skin issues, it works a lot. And before surgery and after surgery, people will have a lot of stress. What are they going to cut into? Did they really stitch well? So all that is kind of settled.
So it's not a very expensive treatment.
No, not at all. Not at all. The healing, counseling, and the remedy, everything comes with it. And sometimes we blend 2 or 3 things together. It's like dieting and exercise together has better effect. I'm doing one but not focusing on the other. It is effective, but the journey is slow. Same.
This episode was powered by Polar Bear, the Ice Cream Sundae Zone. All you mango fans, now that the Mango Mania seasonal special is on, wondering which outlet to go? They have 160 outlets to choose from. Turn the maps on and search for your nearest Polar Bear outlet.
Resto pub might be very beautiful. The ambience is very beautiful, lovely, awesome. An ashram is serene. There is a calming effect there. Here, the energy is driven up.
For people asking questions about crystals, is crystal science or symbolism?
Yes, it is definitely. There's a simple thing, water molecules. There was this Japanese experiment on water crystals. When water was held and in a glass and prayed and looked under a microscope, the water had beautiful patterns of crystals. Just focus what money is for you. Does it feel good? Does it feel empty? Does it feel just like another chore? You'll have the answer. Everything when you go within, you'll have an answer. Do things you enjoyed as a child. Paint, splash colors, play in the water, just roll in the mud. That's why when we travel, people like playing in the waves, people like playing with the sand. That's what we enjoyed as children, right?